Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be taking you through the Mulberry Amberley and discussing whether I think it's worth it. So if you like this type of video, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like because it really helps my channel. Now today I'm talking to you about the Mulberry Amberley, and that is this bag here. So I've had this bag for a couple of years now, and it's my second Mulberry purchase, my second or third Mulberry purchase. And I bought this bag simply for the colour. So as usual, I'm going to go through all the features and at the end tell you whether I think it's worth it. I went for this bag because of the colour. Now the colour is the oak colour, which is Mulberry's, probably one of Mulberry's most iconic colours, and I think it's really beautiful. Mulberry do browns really, really well. This bag has a twist fastening here, which is in brushed gold, and then you just pull the bag up like this, and it has a suede lining, so a soft, thin suede lining. The bag isn't heavy at all. It comes with one big compartment here, and then a slip pocket at the back just there, and then it has some design features because it is a satchel, so it has that kind of satchel strap here on each side, and then it has 0 pockets on the back. So you're basically looking for storage wise just this main pocket here and the slip pocket at the back. The main pocket fits a lot. It fits my phone, my travel card, bit of makeup, all the essentials that I would basically need on a day-to-day. And then it comes with this strap too. So I'm just going to tell you the actual size of the bag from the Mulberry website, which says it is height 18 centimetres, width 20 centimetres, depth 8 centimetres, and the drop of the strap is 47 to 52 centimetres. So as you heard, the strap probably is a bit where I think is a bit of a con rather than a pro. It's not as big a drop as I would like. I like my bags to sit more so on my hip. So if you are bigger busted or curvier, you will find that this bag sits higher up, so probably more on the waist rather than a bit lower down as crossbodies usually do. So if you are sitting in that category, something to think about with this bag. Now the strap, I just literally discovered, which I didn't realise, is actually removable. So it has these 2 gold rings, and you just push this ring down here and you can actually remove the strap. Now it's not the easiest to remove, and it slips out like this. Oops, there you go. It's really not very easy to remove like this, and you could wear it as a clutch if you wanted to. If you wore it as a clutch, you do have these 2 look like hole punched holes at the top here, which I don't know, it does take away from the bag quite a bit actually, but as a clutch I think that's actually quite cute to hold under your armpit if you were going on an evening out, or you're going for drinks or something and you just wanted the bag on its own to become like a bit of a pouch. So that's quite cute. The other parts to note about the bag is the finishing here. So you want to make sure that you're checking all these finishings here, and these are the parts that tend to go first on these types of bags. So you want to treat them really carefully around the edges, and they will repair these for you, but just before you buy the bag, make sure you're checking to make sure everything's lined up and it's been smoothly done, because sometimes this kind of finish can be a little messy on bags, so just check that. So that's one thing I checked. And the other thing is, this type of leather, you will want to protect it. They do their own Mulberry wax, but you can also buy a spray in the Mulberry store that just protects it against UV and water, because with this type of leather, if it gets rained on, it has a high potential to leave marks. It will just soak it in, and then you'll have discoloration on your bag. So it's really important that you protect your bag before you actually take it out and it faces the elements. I would also say that with this bag, the protection of the gold areas, because I think that would also, a lot of rubbing, tarnishing, that could also change. Again, they can replace and restore these for you. It's just something to be aware of when you have this bag, that there's potential for tarnishing or staining there. The gold lock has the Mulberry sign written here. It just says Mulberry in very small there. I'm not sure if you'd be able to see it, but they replaced their logo, because everything used to have the silver or the gold plaque here with the mulberry tree on. That phased out quite some time ago. So the newer bags have this type of turn lock. They do have those are the older style as well, but it doesn't have the tree on it. It usually just says Mulberries. They do have those too. I've got a bag with that on, which I bought a couple of years ago as well, so they do produce that bag still. But this is sort of the newer lock, but it's not that new, if you know what I mean. And then it has the Mulberry logo written up here. So it's Mulberry England, although not like other higher end brands, so like your Chanel's or Hermes or Louis Vuitton. Everything isn't always made in England and produced in England. So the country of origin of the bag can vary of the parts, and some of their parts are made in China, manufactured in China, and then made here. So I know there was a bit of controversy around that and around the pricing of parts being made in China and being bought here, but to me it's about the craftsmanship of the overall bag. And if parts are made in China but then they were crafted here and then finished here, or whatever, vice versa, and the craftsmanship is there, then for me that wasn't too much of an issue. But that is also why you'll also find these bags aren't up there in price, and they do go in the sale because there is a variety of where parts have come from. So this bag, I don't know if I mentioned already, is £795. So do I think it's worth it? I think actually it might be, for me, slightly overpriced. I think if it was around the £595 mark, now I've used it a bit more, I think that would probably be a better price point for it. I do enjoy the bag and I love this brown. I haven't seen a brown bag this colour that I like as much as this one. I really love the browns that Mulberry do. But £795, now I've used the bag, I do think around £595 would have been a more reasonable price for it. Would I buy it again? I'm not sure if I actually would buy this again, although I love the brown of it. I don't know whether I would save my money and invest in something more expensive, but I do think it's a very pretty bag. It's a very nice everyday bag, and it's an all seasons bag as well, which is what I also really like about it. Because of the colour, you can wear it all seasons. I don't think it will age or date. I think it looks very classic. Even though this turn lock here is quite modern, I do think it's very classic and it will last for years in my wardrobe. And I don't actually think I'm going to sell it. I think it's one of those ones that I'm just going to keep wearing and the leather will get soft. I know that from other people that have got Mulberry bags, their leather does get nice and soft, and the more you wear it, the more it kind of molds into itself. And I think the same thing for this bag, so I think I'm just going to keep wearing it and see how I go with it. But I don't think I will end up selling this bag. The one thing I will say about Mulberry is that their customer service, I've found, has been really good. In store, they're extremely friendly. They've got a really big store on Bond Street if you live in London, and it's got the full range in there, and their employees in there are really friendly, really willing to help. So if you are taking your kind of step into designer bags and you just want to have that experience and you find the other stores a bit intimidating, go and have a look at Mulberry, because they do have beautiful designs. I've got a friend who's got many Mulberry bags, and they are incredibly beautiful bags. And I would also say that Mulberry go in the sale, so if you are unsure or you have a smaller budget and you don't want to spend that much, their bags do go on sale on all the major department stores and on their own website. The classic colours like this oak don't often go in sale, but they do have quite good sales. I bought my other Mulberry bag in the sale. It was reduced by at least £200 or £250. So it's a brand that does go in sales. I wonder what your thoughts are on the Mulberry brand. Do you still like them? I know they had financial trouble a while ago, but they've come through that now. So are they still a bag of value to you? Do you like Mulberry? Let me know your thoughts below. I'd love to know, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.